Okay. Komm, los, auf geht's. Mach die Maus weg. Kein Mensch will die Maus. Jetzt lass die Maus weg. Ich hab Humor durchgespielt. Klappt schon. Knarz. A Strange Tale. Chapter 0. Okay. Mach jetzt. Ja, los jetzt. Ja, wir haben's verstanden. Was?
Where am I?
Das ist mir egal. Zeig Boss. Boss ist die Linke.
You okay, Ryuki?
Oh, ich liebe Boss.
All right, let's keep going. Next question. In Indian mythology, what is the name of the half-god, half-beast spirits that imbibe sense and are known for their musical ability?
Er zeigt Tutorial. Inspecting people and objects will progress the story. You can freely move the cursor in camera. First look around and set the cursor or objects that interest you. Okay. Alter, oh Gott, hat ihr Bub gerade gewackelt? Boss.
What? You're joking, right? What are you talking about? Just press the button already. You see that button on the table, right? Push it and you get to answer the question. In Indian mythology, what is the name of the half-god, half-beast spirits? If you know the answer, spit it out.
Ja, ganz einfach. Ein Monitor. It appears that I'm on a quiz show as one of the contestants. The person asking the questions must be the host. But why is he all blue? Maybe he's feeling down.
You feeling all right there, Mr. Ryuki?
Antwort ist Lurker.
Look like what?
Like water.
How about this? I'll repeat the question for you, okay? That imbibe
Mann,
sense and are known for their musical ability. Now remember, the other teams can press their buttons too if they know the answer.
Aber die wissen das nicht, weil die sind dumm.
Button right on top of your table.
Den Meldebutton meine ich. Weiß ich nicht. Ein Monitor. Eine große Kamera. 42 klar. Gibt's hier auch Publikum? Ist Corona? Hier war irgendwas grün. Ich hab's gesehen. Aber hier ist nichts grün. Okay, wir können ihren Button pushen. Ich pushe ihren Button.
That's the answer button for the quiz. Why don't you press it?
Das ist die neue Aiba. Es gibt Aiba, keine Sorge. Aber Tama ist die neue Aiba und... Boah. Chat. Holt euch Handtücher. Und Waschlappen, damit ihr euren Sabber wegwischen könnt.
Tama, you mean this button?
Yeah. You'd better hurry, or the other teams are gonna answer before you.
Ich drücke ihren Button.
There we go. Team Popo was the quickest.
Team Popo.
And your answer is?
Team Popo. Place your cursor on the host. Ja, klar. Date.
That is correct. The answer is Gandharva. Team Popo gets 10 points for the
Mein
correct
Popo
answer.
kriegt 10 Punkte.
Good job, Ryuki. Keep it up.
Danke, Boss.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going then, shall we? Next question.
Okay.
Are you familiar with the new Cyclops serial killings?
Ja.
What?
No, not you, Mr. Ryuki.
Gibt's ein was?
This question is for that person on the other side.
Er redet von uns, Chat.
Who was that?
Ey, Boss.
The questions in this quiz aren't aimed at you, Ryuki. They're for you. On the other side.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Yes.
Yes?
You think so? Seems like a normal quiz to me.
Herr Host. Diese Show, ne?
This is the Face-to-Face Special, a 6-hour quiz show live stream marathon. Have you forgotten?
Warum fragst du danach?
Hurry now, your answer, please.
Kann ich die Frage nochmal hören?
The question is whether or not you're familiar with the new Cyclops serial killings. Easy, right?
Ich hoffe, wir kriegen da eine Zusammenfassung, wenn ich Nein sage.
Oh, and Team Popo presses the button. You must be ready to answer.
Hallo, Bluescreen.
Ah, but before you do, I want you to take this question very seriously. The new Cyclops serial killings, the incident in which many victims got their eye gouged out in murder. Are you or are you not familiar with it?
This can determine if we can dig into the details of that incident in the coming 6 days.
In other words, we're asking if we can give you spoilers for the first game.
But don't worry. Even if you don't know anything about it, it won't affect how you progress through this game.
The Cyclops serial killings and what you're about to experience, they've got nothing to do with each other. Promise.
So please, just tell me honestly.
Vielleicht sollte ich mal zum
Are you
Arzt.
familiar with the new Cyclops serial killings?
Hä, ich hab doch schon gepresst. Achso, stimmt, jetzt muss ich mit ihm reden. Oh Gottes Willen. Bin ich, sorry, Leute.
Are you sure? Don't be lying now. Let's give you a simple test just to make sure.
Nee! Oh mein Gott, das ist so lange
The
her.
one who resolved the new Cyclops serial killings was Kaname
Ja.
Date of Abyss.
Ja?
On the final day of that investigation, someone was shot in the leg by the culprit. Who was that someone? No need to give me their last name, first name only, please.
Hä? 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 Wer? Alle mit so. Hä? Mizuki nicht. Boss nicht. Was? Pewter? P-E-W-T. Aber warte mal, nur Vorname. Pewter war sein Nachname. Oder ist Helmut, ja. Who was shot in the leg? Alter, ich kenne das Spiel. Hä? Echt Mizuki? Okay, echt Mizuki? 4 Folgen, wow. Mizuki. Ich hab's. Ich wusste das nicht mehr. Dominik, wusstest du das noch oder hast du Mizuki? Hast du gerade auch nachgeschaut?
Oh, not bad. You're correct.
Wusstest
But
du
you
doch, dann
could
sag
have just
doch was.
gotten lucky. How about we go for one more round? Who is the true culprit of the new Cyclops serial killings? Answer with just the first name again, please. Let's have it.
Saito. Alter, wer erinnert sich an den Namen? Der Name war 1 Minute da gefühlt.
Wonderful.
That's
That's
schon Intro
another
gesehen.
right answer. Sorry for doubting you. You really do know about the new Cyclops killings.
Alter, die Fragen hätte ich nicht mal beantworten können, hätte ich das Spiel gespielt. Ich
did
habe
you
das Spiel
hear
gespielt,
that
verdammt.
sound? That means the next question will be the last. Are you ready? A precognitive dream is
Ein
a
guter
dream
Veritas,
that
viel
lets
Spaß.
you see the future. But these precognitive
Ich
dreams,
drück die Daumen,
Are
Veritas.
they really, truly
Okay, die Stimmen sind im Spiel. Ich dachte schon.
It can't be.
What's wrong? Are you okay? Are you okay?
Annie, are you okay? Alter, Boss stirbt nicht. Alter, wenn Boss stirbt, nee. Nee. B?
Me's okay.
Das ist die, der ins Bein geschossen wurde. Die mochte ich in den 4 Folgen. Das ist auch, also, Boss ist einfach eine coole Sau. Ein Mensch.
Be careful, Mizuki. I've detected a biological response. 3 o'clock, distance of 315 feet, in the middle row of seats.
Hat das Auge einen Mund? Hä, ist dein Gesicht umgekehrt? Hä, das Gesicht ist umgekehrt. Warum?
Oh.
During the story, with the power of Aiba, you can gain special visual information. Right now, you can use Zoom plus Night Vision mode function. Select Zoom NV icon to inspect the enemy in the audience seat. How? Also,
What the? Are they really gonna shoot us without warning like that?
It would have been stranger if they announced their intentions first.
Who's the target? Where are they? It's too dark and they're too far away.
Calm down, Mizuki. You can use my functions.
Functions?
Remember your training?
Oh, right. Aiba, zoom in. Night vision mode.
Roger that.
da, ich seh's, da.
Use the X-ray next.
Understood.
Da.
Found you. Who is that?
Identity unknown. Judging from their figure, they appear to be female.
Ah, so she's jealous, huh? I bet that's it. Why else would another girl target me?
You can't think of any other reason?
Well, sure, but I'm really cute, you know? That's why other girls don't like me much.
I am fairly certain that has more to do with your personality.
Ich stimme Aiba zu.
Mizuki, load Evolver with a stun grenade round. You should be able to knock your opponent unconscious by detonating it near them.
Got it.
Wir sind im Club, Leute. Klar, überhaupt nicht übertrieben oder so.
Okay, it's ready.
I will display the aiming reticle. Take aim and pull the trigger.
On it.
Ich vermisse Date trotzdem. Achso. Entschuldigung, was ist denn der Trigger? Ach so, RT.
What's with this girl? Where did she go now?
Detecting the target's footsteps. They seem to be heading toward the stadium exit.
Can't let them get away.
Mizuki, wait. Even you won't be able to catch up to them. More importantly,
Mathe. Ja, wen interessiert denn der da? Nee, nee. Da ist eine
There's
Hälfte.
something there.
Yes.
Diesmal geht es nämlich nicht um die Augenauslöffler, sondern die Half-Body-Killings. Tschö.
Hey, that's...
You recognize him?
Nee,
Ja.
weshalb?
I'm sure of it. I'll never forget. It's...
Ist das Renju? Nee.
the left half of his body. His name is Jin Furue.
Okay.
I remember it clearly. 6 years ago, at Studio Devaita. The right half of his body.
Ach, vor 6 Jahren hast du erst die andere Hälfte gefunden. Oh Gott, das dauert ja ewig, das aufzulösen.
Ryuki, what's wrong? Pull yourself together.
Hi! Boah, aber Moma!
Boss, where am I?
Don't tell me you were sleeping. Who falls asleep in the middle of a live stream?
Ja, klar. Leute, die im Livestream schlafen. Tschö.
Mr. Ryuki,
Oh, nicht
you're
alle.
working under boss, right? Boss, have you been giving him vacation time?
She's probably working him to the bone on his off hours, too.
I resent that. That is not true. I just have him scrape the stratum corneum off my heels every once in a while. Hey, Ryuki. Are you sure you're all right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, now that Mr. Ryuki is away, let's get back to it, shall we? Here we go. Next question.
Der blaue Host sah
Which
irgendwie
Taoist
weniger
symbol
komisch
shaped
aus.
like interlocking black and white commas represents the origin of all things?
Yin und Yang?
What the? A blackout?
What are you standing around for? Get the lights!
Yeah, I'm on it.
Was? Hä, so schnell habe ich keinen QR-Code gescannt. Was war da? Schnell Video aufmachen. Hi. 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 Boss, she's my direct superior now.
Why? What is it?
Date.
Well, I was just wondering if he contacted you or anything.
I would have let you know right away if he did. Date was caught in that explosion 6 years ago.
And has been missing ever since. Date's body was never recovered from the scene. Don't worry. I am positive it would take more than that to kill Kaname Date. I am
bin
certain he's
Date.
at the Hot Springs district in Atami or someplace, spending his time in leisure.
If he is, I'd go down there and drown him in that boiling water myself.
2.5 Men ist echt nicht mehr dasselbe für. 50-50 Joke, oh Gott. Ist ein YouTube-Link. Okay, Moment. Wo stehst? Okay, wir gucken. Wir gucken uns an. Danke, Dominik. Wir sollten aufhören, Drogen zu nehmen, allesamt. Was ist das? Okay, Boss. Warum bist du hier?
You do know I'm the commander of Abyss, right?
Right, but that's why I'm asking. Isn't it a bit weird for you to be at a crime scene in person?
This case is special. I saw it too, 6 years ago. The other half of the corpse.
At Studio Devita.
And the HB case is still open, even after all this time. The reputation of the whole department hangs on this case.
By HB case, she is referring to the half-body serial killings. So named because the victims' bodies were cut in two. The culprit is known as Terror. Their identity is unknown. 6 years have passed since Terror first made themselves known, but we have yet to find any promising leads.
I already know that. You don't have to explain it.
During investigations, Iva and Tama talk. Trivia and additional information will be displayed on top of the screen. Tear has two meanings. Tear as in tears when you cry. The other tear means to rip something. The culprit of the HB case is more a reference to the latter. By adding an at the end of tear, we get terror. How much does the half? Wow, HP Baxter. Was ist mit euch? Ja, achso, ich bin nicht im Spiel, ne? Bin ich gerade nicht im Spiel? Doch, ich bin im Spiel.
Of course.
Oh,
not.
Jetzt kann ich da.
What? Why not?
Because you're only
Bonus
18,
features so you didn't.
Mizuki.
Yeah, okay.
You're still a student at Sekiba High.
But I barely even go now. I graduate in a month. I hardly have any classes left.
Ja, eben, also Schule
The
braucht
point
kein
is,
Mensch.
you're still a student.
Then why did you let me join Abyss?
Because I thought you had potential as a sinker.
I assume your gargantuan strength and combat ability were a factor as well.
But you're basically still an intern. You've only been training for about a month. It's way too early to put you in the field. Yeah, I thought you'd say that.
Please, boss. I have to. This case is...
Can you not give me the puppy dog eyes? You know I'm weak to the puppy dog eyes. Fine. But promise me one thing. Swear to me that you won't do anything dangerous or illegal, no matter what.
Yeah,
Niemals.
I swear! I swear!
Ich
And
doch
one
nicht.
more thing. I am your superior. You should...
Hä? Ich hab nichts gedrückt. Ich schwöre, ich hab nichts gedrückt. I'm your superior. You should address me with a little more respect. 10-4 Bossman. I read you loud and clear. Do you? Okay. Ich hab nichts gedrückt. Wirklich, ich schwöre, ich hab nichts gedrückt. Wie skippt man denn überhaupt? Ich weiß nicht mal.
What? You really don't know?
Nö.
I'm Detective Ushidera, Special Investigations Office, MPD.
Ui, Senpai.
I don't even have to ask about you. You're Mizuki Okira,
Ach, mich kennt man
18
ihn
years
nicht.
old, a high schooler attending Sekiba High. The all-girls school, right? Ah, but Okira is your former name. You've been adopted by Date, if I remember correctly. You were at the studio when the other half of the corpse was found.
So I take it you were there too?
Yeah. Back then I was on the investigation team. Though you were 12 at the time, so I can't blame you for not remembering me. I heard you became a special agent at Abyss. That boss lady got her claws in you, huh? This little girl gets hired as an investigator. Huh. Guess they'll take anyone they can get. Times sure have changed.
Abyss is a particularly special organization. Mizuki was hired via what might be referred to as extra-legal measures.
Ich finde ihn jetzt schon scheiße.
I should be asking you. You're the one who discovered the body, right? You were also at the studio 6 years ago when the other half was found. Quite a coincidence, don't you think?
What are you trying to
Neidisch?
say?
Why did you come here?
I got a Nile message. It said, HB Stadium. That could only be referring to the case 6 years ago, right?
The half-body serial killings.
I need to know more about that case. Changed my life. Forever. So that's why I came.
Haven't found anything yet, though there is something I didn't find that's particularly interesting.
Regarding Mizuki's smartphone, if it gets reception, I can connect to any network. I can make calls and send and receive messages on Nile. Mizuki says, I don't want you to know about my private life. Das ist so langsam. Ich hab Angst, wenn ich vorspule, ist es zu schnell. If I leave my eyes closed, you won't be able to see it, right, Iba? Which is why she still carries her smartphone around. Gut.
You didn't notice? Look at the field. You'll see what I mean.
Iba war die ganze Zeit schon da, Dominik. Was? Hä? Noch irgendwelche Hinweise? He said to check the field, but...
Who sent the message?
I don't know.
I
It was
don't
sent
know.
from an account that signed up with a fake name. Someone must have wanted me to discover the body.
Someone?
Maybe the culprit.
Why would the culprit do that to you?
I don't know.
There is one more thing we don't know. The masked woman who shot at us earlier. Who could this person of interest be? And why did she try to kill you?
Und warum ist sie zu dumm, eine Maske aufzusetzen, richtig rum? Oh, bist du es wieder? Oh. Oh, ja, er ist es, glaube ich.
I have a bad feeling about this, but you really want to know my name?
Yeah,
Then I'll tell you, but please don't forget it, okay?
Claro.
got it.
My name is Kagami.
Kagami, huh? Okay, I'll remember that.
Klar. Klar.
Mm-hmm. Here it comes. I knew this would happen.
Hä, aber jetzt, wie heißt du?
I'll say it one more time. My name is Kagami.
Kajima, okay? Wie heißt du?
I told you it's Kagami!
Hä, wie heißt du? I know his name already. I don't think I need to ask again. Mann. Und wie läuft's so?
I've finished gathering DNA samples. It's being sent to forensics now. I'm sure the results will be out shortly.
Erkenne schon die Leute.
Of course, ma'am. It's Jin Furaway. I don't think there's anyone in our generation who wouldn't recognize him. He was famous until he passed away. Well, even after he died.
And 6 years ago, I was part of that investigation too.
Were you at the studio by any chance?
You don't remember? We did talk for a bit.
Sorry, don't remember. You don't leave much of an impression. In a good way.
In a good way?
Ja, Bluescreen, das war beim ersten Teil schon. Ich find's schön, dass sie es wieder reingebracht haben. Hallo, David. Dankeschön, Waffelsturmig. Hä, was soll denn das Ma'am hier, hä?
Abyss is a high-level organization in the police department. You do technically outrank me, ma'am.
Huh. Really? But you don't need to worry about the formalities with me.
What? For real? I can be casual with you?
Do you want to get your ass kicked?
Sorry. Sorry, ma'am.
Wie heißen du? His name is, was? Wie war es nochmal?
Hey, what's your name again?
Give me a break.
Okay, schade.
It's snowing, but it hasn't piled up yet.
Yeah.
Kaugummi oder so. Ja,
By
ja,
the way,
glaub auch.
Mizuki, there is something that has been bothering me.
What's this?
This is the field before law enforcement arrived. Notice anything peculiar?
No, nothing in particular.
The turf runs a considerable distance and is wet from the snow. If someone were to step on it, they would leave a trace. However,
There aren't any footprints.
indeed,
Then how did the body...
unknown. Perhaps they descended from the sky, or rose up from the ground. Or they teleported here.
teleported?
durchsichtiger
I was joking. Do not take it seriously.
Also, Aiba, du siehst das Auge und du siehst den Augennerv-Dingsbumsstrang da. Aber das ist ihre also sie hat mehrere Formen. Und das ist ihre Bärenform, ja. Eibär, richtig. There isn't a trace of any disturbance on the field. So how did the body get here? Erstmal angucken.
I will get the more shocking facts out of the way first. The estimated time of death is approximately 9 hours ago.
Hä? What? 9 hours ago?
It is currently 9 o'clock, so that would mean he was killed around 12.
Wait. Hold on.
Hä?
6 years ago,
Hold that thought. There's more.
Okay, die eine Hälfte hat einfach
As
noch
you can
weitergelebt.
see, the body was cut in two. There are
Nee,
no
sehe ich nicht.
other external wounds on the body. It appears that he was sliced in half while he was still alive.
Dominik, mich würde es nicht wundern, wenn es eine Anspielung auf Zero Escape 4 gäbe in diesem Spiel. Warum ist die Maus eigentlich immer da?
Would you like to check the corpse with X-ray mode?
Ja, bitte.
Yeah. It's unlikely, but maybe the right half of the body is buried in the ground.
Nothilfemann he used to be.
Dankeschön für die Unterpizza. Vielen Dank. Dankeschön.
You could simply flip the body over.
No way. I don't want to see that cut. Especially not down there.
In that case,
Wo?
how's this?
Thanks. I see now. That body is definitely just the left half.
Wo down hier? Die Füße?
As for what was used to cut him, I am sorry, but that cannot be determined.
What do you mean?
Judging by the cross-section, it is clear that it was not a blade. It could not be a laser or pressurized water either.
Then what was it?
As I said, I do not know. The body was cut at the molecular level. There is hardly any blood left in the body. It could be speculated that the corpse was left with the cut section facing the ground. However, there are no traces of any blood flow on the ground. Therefore, it is clear that he was murdered at some other location.
Ja, außerdem ist es typisch. Also, wenn man es nicht selbst macht, dann, ne? Hallo, Missy. Wow, Dominik. His body was cut at the molecular level about 9 hours ago. I can see the skeleton of the body's left half. Gut, dann... Ich habe was gefunden im Gegensatz zu dir. Okay, gut nicht. It's where the spectators enter. Okay, da war noch irgendwas. Was ist Audience Seats. Empty Seats. Oh, hier war... Hier... Regulation Line. A holographic boundary line. Kann ich noch? There's a giant monitor here. Oh, da sind ja noch mehr! Hallo, Herr Polizeiofficer. Ist hier nicht kalt?
Nah. The lining has heating wires in it, so I'm warm. Oh, thank you for the concern, though.
Dampfst. Hast du irgendwas gefunden?
Oh, no. I just started investigating, really.
Und deswegen stehst du blöd rum, hä? Typisch. Ja, der Körper, ne?
Weird, though, isn't it? He got killed 6 years ago, but the body shows up now?
Nee, der hat noch gelebt. A cop from this jurisdiction. Was ist mit denen da hinten? Gar nichts, okay. Dann halt nicht. Ich glaube, wir müssen mit Boss reden. Doch nicht.
That's...
Hä, wieso skippt es immer?
Jin was...
Ich drücke nix. Yeah, the same face we saw 6 years ago at Studio Dwighter.
Young industrialist.
Skip
He was quite famous and often made media appearances. This cannot possibly be a stranger who happens to look like him.
Six years ago, Jin Furroway's body was discovered in Studio Devita. And now, His left half was found here at the stadium. And yet his time of death is 12 o'clock today, which means that half his body was alive very recently. Yeah, what the hell is going on? My brain is doing cartwheels trying to figure this out.
Das ist Aibas andere Form.
Aiba?
Hold on, did Aiba just appear?
Yeah.
Wait, let me put my earphones in.
Can you hear me, boss?
Yeah, loud and clear.
So, was gibt's denn, Aiba? What if Jin has a twin brother? Es ist immer der Zwillingsbruder. What if the right and left half belong to different people? What if the body was frozen? What if he was still alive? It was just the left half. Ja, es ist auf jeden Fall unten.
I looked into Jin Furue's family background. Not only did he not have a twin, but there is no record of him ever having siblings.
Also ich sag's nur einmal. Tama gehört mir. Tama gehört mir. Tama gehört mir. Okay, ich hab's dreimal gesagt, aber trotzdem.
There are no signs of him ever having been frozen. That half body was definitely alive until just recently.
Riverdale, wow. Ja, was, wenn es zwei verschiedene Menschen waren?
I, of course, did consider it a possibility. But both faces match perfectly. The rest depends on the DNA results.
Rama gehört Luna. Nein, Tama. Wie Tamagotchi. Deswegen Tamagot. Mir. Oder I got Tama. I Tamagot. Was, wenn er noch am Leben war?
What?
I mean, the heart is in the left half of the body.
I get it. You think they might have sewn the body back together.
No, there are no traces of that.
Tamagotchi.
Were you two being serious? You do realize the cerebrum, brainstem, and spinal cord were completely severed in two?
Ja und?
I have no idea what's going on. But this case is definitely connected to the incident 6 years ago.
Which means the half-body case isn't over yet.
6 Jahre zuvor war ich 12. I obviously wasn't in Abyss then. I wasn't part of the investigation at all. I didn't know much about the case. I did see some of the investigation documents during my training, but the information there wasn't much better than the information on the internet, so I couldn't get the full picture.
Hey, Aiba. How much do you know about the HB serial killings?
As you know, my knowledge of the case is about the same as yours. Due to the explosion 6 years ago, I lost all of my memories from a few days before that point. And due to poor connection, I was unable to send or retrieve any backups.
What about you, boss?
Same for me. Ryuki was the one on the case at the time. I don't know anything other than what he reported.
What about the stuff he didn't report?
I'm not a psychic. How would I know something that he didn't tell me?
Touché.
Aiba, where's Ryuki now?
I've determined the location from Tama's GPS. Currently, Ryuki seems to be in Golden Yokocho.
Golden Yokocho, das war wo Mama ist, richtig? Gibt es Mama? Once you can move to a different area, map will be displayed on the bottom of the screen. Das seht ihr nicht, aber ich kann euch mal zeigen. Das verstecke ich, okay? Ich glaube, es ist die beste Position für mich zu sitzen. Use a map to open the map and choose a destination. Ja, das ist Mama. Mama. Oh, bitte, 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 bitte. Mama, Mama, Mama. Oh, Mama ist einer der besten Charaktere. Es ist nicht Mama! Okay. Sind wir gerade in der Zeit zurückgereist? Hä? Ich dachte, wir wechseln Orten und nicht Zeit. Hallo. Oh, nicht der. Nee. Aber wenigstens gibt's MoMA. Hallo, Herr Detektiv. Und du bist?
We work in the same building and you don't know my name. Can't blame you, though. You're new. Metro PD, Major Crimes. Name's Ushidera. Huh. I already know all about you. No need to say
Was
it.
Mama?
Kurita Ryuki, 23 years old. Due to your excellent marks, you skipped a few grades at an elite private university and graduated at 21. Afterward, you went through training at Police Academy for 15 months and were accepted into Abyss last summer. It's incredibly rare for anyone to get into Abyss without having stepped foot on a crime scene. Don't tell me you slept your way in with Boss.
Schön
Of
wär's.
course I didn't.
Schön
I took
wär's.
the formal exam and boss acknowledged my abilities.
You mean your endurance? You're a young guy. Yeah, Boss definitely seems more into the marathons than the...
Hä? Alter. Irgendwie mein Controller ist scheiße, glaube ich. Ich bin hier höchstens dran. Also das höchstens angedipst. Ey. Marathons and sprints. What are you talking about? Well, Ryuki, when a man and a woman love each other very much, you don't have to explain it. I get it. Mann, die Witze überspringe ich immer. Okay. Okay, wie machen wir das?
Unfortunately, nothing yet. HQ still hasn't gotten any reports about the half-body being found. Hell, maybe it's never going to be found. What if that body crossed over time and space to get here? It's possible, right?
Die Nacktschnecken.
No.
Nein! Nein, nicht die Nacktschnecken. He's a detective named Ushidera. Ushidera. He's a monitor for watching the contestants. Moma! Moma Kumakura. Dein Name?
His name is Moma Kumakura. He's a leader of the Kumakura gang, which is under the Ujisaki family.
I know. The Kumakuras are known for being peculiar, even among Yakuza. But why is their leader at a live-streamed quiz show?
Kennst du das Opfer?
Anyway, it's real fucked up. Even people in my world wouldn't kill someone so gruesomely. That bastard. Scaring Tessa like this. Whoever did this better make sure the cops get to him before I do.
Er ist so ein kleiner Yakuza. Wer war der Mann, der neben dir gesessen hat? Oh, der große Bruder.
Oh, you mean Shinpei?
Der kleine Bruder?
Shinpei?
Shinpei Wagai. That's his name. He was one of our members until just recently.
Was?
He went clean. Left the life completely.
And where is he now?
Who knows? The moment he saw the corpse, he flew out of the room, white as a sheet. He's probably puking into a toilet somewhere.
Mizuki. Dein Name?
Mizuki Date, 12 years old. Her former name is Okiura, but she was adopted by my superior officer, Kaname Date. That's why I've met her a few times before.
Like the time you carried Date home on your back after he had one too many rounds.
Aber warte, wann hat Date sie adoptiert? Okay. Wo ist Date?
I don't know. Not his guardian, you know. He got all giddy about taking a long vacation. He's probably at a cabaret club in Meguro right now, pouring some ponzu on that Reika chick's fat thighs.
Alter, diese Hubschrauber, ne? Alter. Ich möchte jetzt nichts sagen, aber dieser scheiß Drecks-G7-Gipfel, ja? Es ist ja schön, wenn ihr irgendwelche Lösungen für die Klimasache haben wollt. Aber diese ganzen Hubschrauber, die letzten 3 Tage, ohne Scheiß, da könnt ihr wahrscheinlich 5 Jahre euch ersparen, euch zu treffen und ihr würdet dem Klima was Gutes tun. Gott. Was tust du hier?
What? Isn't it obvious? Iris is totally freaking out, so I'm helping her calm down. When are you letting me leave anyway? That other detective said you still had questions you needed to ask. So...
Wo Sprit doch so günstig ist. Vorhin sind 2 Hubschrauber nebeneinander geflogen. Kennst du das Opfer?
Of course. Jin Furue, right? I've seen him online a bunch of times.
Mhm. She's trembling.
I know her name, without asking. Iris Sagan. I was introduced before the show started, and...
She was involved in the new Cyclops serial killings that happened last November. You read the reports.
Yeah, so I know enough about what happened. Mr. Date was also on that case.
9-Euro-Ticket. Oh, by the way, this case and the new Cyclops serial killings are not related. Though that is just a hunch. Aha. Geht's dir gut?
Does she look okay to you?
Oh, sie hält endlich mal die Klappe. Das kenne ich von ihr nicht.
The other detective. I want to go home already.
Kennst du das Opfer?
Teleportation.
What?
That body teleported here from a parallel world. But only half of his body was able to make it through. That's why he was split in half.
Jeez.
Hier geht's, glaube ich, gut. Ich fange noch erst morgen an. Die Politik etwas zu früh da. Es geht auf jeden Fall seit 3 Tagen oder so sind die ganze Zeit Hubschrauber am Fliegen. Heute war richtig schlimm. Und ich schätze mal, daran liegt. CO2 wenn ich mit dem Auto und so. Ja, können wir nicht von Corona eine Sache gelernt haben, dass Meetings auch online gehen? The camera with the tripod. Ja, bist du? Boah, ist Kaga... Nee, das ist er nicht. Doch, ist er, okay. An inspector is checking something. Wie heißt du?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just that I had a bad experience. I try not to tell people my name.
Then I'll tell you instead. His name is Kagami.
Kagami, huh?
Huh? How did you know?
How did you know? Wie heißt du?
Why does this keep happening? Is my name cursed or something?
Wie heißt du?
All I can do is laugh now.
Wie heißt du?
I told you, it's Kagami.
Wie heißt du? I already know his name. I don't think I need to ask again. His name is... wie war der nochmal?
I'm sorry. What was your name?
Oh, come on. I'm sure you actually remember.
Mimiga, was it? Oh, my mistake. It's Mimigawa, isn't it?
It's neither.
No need to shout, Kagami.
Oh, I knew it.
Der beste Charakter. Kennst du das Opfer?
Jin Furue? Yes, of course I know about him. I actually follow him on Twitter. He cuts through all the BS of the modern world. He's insightful, inspiring in a way.
Twitter? Und wie läuft's so?
Well...
In Teil 3 sind wir... Ja, das kann sein.
What? You still haven't taken DNA samples?
Easier said than done. Most of the blood was drained from the body, so we have no choice but to take samples from the organs. Wait, hey, this is no place for a kid.
What do you mean?
I mean, you're right next to the body.
So?
So? Well, you could be traumatized for life seeing something like this.
Sie.
I'm fine. I've seen worse.
Anyway, you're in the way.
Fine.
Hallo, Haarboss. Wie war Ihr Name nochmal?
Well, there you have it.
So, in other words, you don't have anything.
Wie geht's dir?
It's all right now, because I am here! Half might! Half for all! We are full-time heroes!
You okay, Mr. Ryuki? I feel like you aren't exactly sound of mind right now.
Doch, der ist ganz normal. Ryuki can
Is it true that body appeared out of nowhere? It's hard to believe, but...
Ryuki can sometimes, oftentimes, get weird like this. He isn't doing well mentally. One of my jobs is to support him. Dem geht's ja mental stabil. Hause braucht bei jemandem in der Bahn auf Morgen und hat statt 15 Minuten... Oh Gott, ich hoffe, da ist nichts Schlimmes passiert.
Please, don't rush me. I'm doing the best I can.
Looks like he's just standing there to me.
Yeah.
Ist der einer von uns? Scheinbar. Also das ist ein neuer Charakter, den kenne ich noch nicht. As a police officer from this jurisdiction. Wir müssen heute übrigens ganz viel Gummibären essen, weil die müssen weg. There are 3 spots for the contestants. Ich werde keine offene Gummibärenpackung mitnehmen. Mit so Krümelzeug. Das kriegt man nie wieder aus Taschen raus. A big monitor. Hi, boss. Boss, I report directly to her. Warum sind wir hier?
Hey, what's going on with you? Memory problems? Brain disorder or something? You look like you're losing it a little.
No, it's nothing.
Bitteschön.
Boss was invited here by Ma, a host from Kabuki Show. Ma told her, let's go on this online show together. It looks so fun.
Mama?
But immediately after she showed up, she was sent a Nile message that read, sorry, something came up.
So in other words, he flaked on her.
Boss tried to go home, but the show's staff stopped her and begged her to find a replacement.
So she called up her obedient underling, huh? How convenient.
Yeah, you remember now?
Remember? You never told me anything about this Ma guy.
Ah, so Tama told you. After I asked her not to.
Bro for Ho oder so. Wir sind Brudis for life. Kuss auf Auge, Diggi und so. Ja, die Leiche.
It's Jin Furuway, no doubt about it. He was like an advisor who represented the young talent. I saw him a lot on the news online. But this is so strange. Why just his right half?
Wer kümmert sich hier um den Fall?
Well, there's no one else available, so would you mind taking care of it?
Na klar.
Me?
I know this case could get dangerous. It might be too hot to assign to a rookie. But then again, you have a reliable partner with you.
Mm-hmm. I'll give you hands-on assistance for this investigation.
Oh Gott, ich liebe Tama jetzt schon. Wartet ab, bis wir sie in ihrer richtigen Form sehen. Also in ihrer, weiß ich nicht, ob... Oh, den hatten wir noch nicht. It's the man who was hosting that quiz show earlier. Andes Komedi.
I think he introduced himself to me before the show started. His name was Andes Komeiji, I think.
That's his stage name, of course. His real name is Yoneharu Enda. He's a comedian.
I'd never heard of him before. He must not be very good.
Oh, and I suppose you can do better, asshole. What do you know about comedians? Listen, comedians are all doing their best so they can bring people joy. And here you are, just...
Okay, I'm sorry.
Step on me, Mom, was? I've known Tama for more than half a year, but I still have a hard time understanding what sets her off. I had no idea that was a sensitive subject. Tama. Wo bin ich?
Are you still out of it, Mr. Ryuki? This is Studio Devaita in Minato Roppongi.
Ist
It's
das
a
ein
rental
Einschlussloch?
studio, mostly used for live streaming, filming, that kind of thing.
Ja, cool. Ja, die Quizshow, ne?
Did you really not understand what you were getting into when you agreed to this?
We arrived here right as the stream was about to begin. They made us sit in the contestant seat right away without telling us anything.
Well,
Shovel
the
Forge.
title of our show is right there.
Entschuldigung, aber also Shovel Forge, ja? Weil Iris, also die rosahaarige, ist eine Streamerin und die spielt immer Shovel Forge. Es gibt kein Minecraft in dieser Welt. Shovel Forge.
Faith to Face, our special 6-hour live stream marathon, brought to you by Amabi TV.
We cut the stream, of course, but the cameras should have been running when that body appeared.
Amabi TV is a live streaming internet service for PC and smartphone. The quiz show Faith to Face is one of the shows. It's a mildly popular show with everyday people as contestants.
I'm sure all of Japan, or even the world, tuning in on the internet is in shock right now.
Wo sind denn hier die ganzen Leute, die hier eigentlich arbeiten sollten?
They're being questioned by the police in the waiting room. Mr. Ryuki, aren't you with the police too?
Nö.
Well, yes.
ABIS is a high-level investigation police agency. They don't get along well with the regular police officers and often have a hard time getting them to share information. Alter. Is the podium used by the host? Dann gucken wir jetzt endlich die Leiche
The
an,
estimated time of death was about 40 hours ago. Today is February 10th. Current time 2200, which means he died around 6 o'clock February 9th.
Yesterday morning.
There's hardly any blood left in his body. His body must have been left with his legs slightly raised and the cut side facing the ground. Blood naturally flowed out as a result.
Ein Evidence Marker, den wollte ich eigentlich nicht. Ich wollte eigentlich...
Leaving the cut surprisingly clean and visible. The cut appears to have been made by something far thinner than paper.
Thinner than paper?
For example, something with zero thickness, like a 2D surface.
There's no such...
Eh?
What's more is that it doesn't seem like the connections between molecules were severed. The structure of the molecules themselves have been cut.
Das ist mir zu hoch. So this is going to be a little hard to understand, so feel free to skip this if you'd like. Among scientific bonds, there's the intramolekulare bond, which uses electrons to bond. And the intermolekularen bond, which is bonding of molecules themselves. Intramolekulare bonds are stronger than intermolekulare bonds. So when something is cut in half, it is usually the intermolekulare bond that is... however, Jin Furu's body was severed at an intramolecular bond level. That's it for the science part. Please continue to enjoy the main story. What in the world happened yesterday at 6?
Fray to free?
Fray can mean battle, tatter, ravel, or strain. Free is self-explanatory.
To set free or release.
So the phrase could mean something like fight to set free.
What's with that QR code?
The thing is, there seems to be an error in the Abyss communication system.
Oh, I'm afraid to free with you.
Online.
What? Come on.
What? You got a problem with that?
Entschuldigung.
No, not at all.
Ich liebe sie. Oh Gott, ich liebe sie so sehr. Oh, ich will sie heiraten. Ich will sie essen. Hallo? Holographic boundary line. Step ladder. Step, sis. A long table. A heavy door. Aber mit wem muss ich denn jetzt noch reden? Habe ich irgendwen übersehen? Nee. Entschuldigung. A pot on top of the long desk. Entschuldigung, was habe ich denn übersehen? It's the show sign says faith to face. Oh. There are decorations, blah. Ich kann das nicht aussprechen. Boah. Brain Poops. Aber wo muss ich hin? Ja, schon wieder sein. A fight for freedom, huh? Seht ihr eine Person, die ich nicht sehe? Ich meine, mit dem kann ich nicht. Aber... Showlights. Ein Lurker. Ja. Gibt's hier die Klotür? Muss ich den, der kotzt, suchen? Kein Thema, meine ich, aber wo ist er denn? Hier war gerade was Grünes, ne? Nee. Wo? Ich klicke einfach nochmal die Leiche an. Selbstgespräch führen. Also. Wo muss ich denn hin? Was ist denn das Problem? Ach, hier ist noch ein... Nee. Ich rede ja eh immer mit mir selbst. Ihr redet ja nicht mit mir. Bei der Leiche war noch irgendwas Grünes gerade. Okay. Okay, klar.
The identity of the deceased has been confirmed through facial recognition. Jen Furway, 29 years old, the CEO of Music Food Co. Ltd. He's also an executive at several IT firms, consultation companies, investment firms, and advertising agencies. His columns and essays are featured in various magazines and online media. He's quite a successful author.
Wir können Kagami nach seinem Namen fragen.
Wait.
What is it?
This might not be related to the case, but I just thought of something.
Mhm.
Ryuki, would you mind moving closer to the body?
He's missing one of his back teeth.
Yes, the first molar of his upper jaw was completely removed from its root. Judging by the impression left in the gums, it looks like it was removed just recently. By the way, Ryuki, there's something about the corpse's head that's been bothering me. It's hard to see from here, so here's the image I took earlier.
What's this?
It's an enlarged picture of Jin's temporal region, near the back of his head. It's hard to see because of the hair in the way, but there are signs of traumatic subcutaneous hematoma. In other words, there's bruising. I think he got hit with a blunt object.
Someone hit him from behind?
Probably. But I don't think this is a fatal wound. There's no damage to the skull or brain itself.
Stumpfe Gewalteinwirkung.
And as you can clearly see, his cause of death was being split in half. There are no other visible wounds besides the head trauma. He must have been cut in two while he was alive.
Jeder hat seinen King.
Ryuki, I've got a connection. The QR code link. It leads to a ViewCube page.
ViewCube?
Nein, wir gucken es uns nicht nochmal. Nein.
Yes, the video streaming site.
Whose account does the channel belong to?
No idea. It was registered using an alias.
Okay. Open it.
What?
I'm sorry. Can you please open it?
That's better.
Ich liebe sie. Ich liebe sie so sehr. Das gleiche Video nochmal. Dass es jetzt noch ein kleinerer Ausschnitt davon ist, wo man noch mehr Probleme hat zu sehen, was genau da vor sich geht, macht es nicht unbedingt besser. Ja, mega entspannend. Vor allem die Musik, nicht wahr? Okay.
What's wrong, Ryuki?
Ich bin aber nicht der Mörder. Kann jemand Chinesisch?
Das ist klar.
Kann jemand Chinesisch? Ich sehe es nicht. Ich kann sie lesen, meine ich.
Hey,
mir geht's gut.
Are you okay?
Ja, ja.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Klar geht's mir gut.
Don't worry about me.
Hallo Mo, danke schön für die 6 Monate. Danke schön für den Resub. Vielen, vielen Dank fürs ganze halbe Jahr. Du wolltest nicht schlafen? Na dann. Easy. Naja, jetzt ist er wenigstens richtig tot. Also jetzt weiß man wenigstens, dass er tot ist, ne? Dankeschön, Mo. Haben wir ein Schneeflöckchen an unserem Revers? Team Zero Escape. Oh. Das ist Hammer. Wieso habe ich das Gefühl, dass I1 nix im Vergleich dazu war von Psychosen, LSD-Trips?